The Nuggets handled the Heat. Everybody's now on Denver's bandwagon, and nobody is on Miami's bandwagon. That was quick. Now, if I said more likely for a sweep or a 7-game series after one game, because we are a reactionary sports society, is that the poll question we're going to go with, Seton?
Heck yeah.
Oh, well, do you have any other ones before we lock in on that one?
Yeah, we do. We got a bunch. Actually, it's Friday Fritzy, so the toddler has sent over many, which I know you're excited about.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to have an open mind.
It's good to have an open mind.
All right, thank you, Todd.
After last night's NBA Finals Game 1, I now think the Nuggets will sweep the Heat. There's no chance this series goes the distance. The Heat will get back on track and win the title.
Okay.
That's one.
All right. Yes, Paul.
How much should you doubt the Heat? Because they've done this before. I mean, they won Game 1 before.
Well, I don't think they're going to win the series, but I wouldn't doubt them.
I thought you picked them to win the series.
No, Reggie did.
Oh, Reggie picked them to win it.
Yeah, in 6. No.
Oh.
No, Denver's going to win the series, but I would not doubt Miami to make this competitive. Yes, Eden.
Right. I think Denver should win the series.
Yes.
But that's a game that the Heat should lose.
I don't think it's that big a deal.
Right.
Now, sometimes you can look at how you lose and then go, oh, boy. Because can you think of another superstar where the less he shoots, the more likely it is his team wins? And that's what happens with Jokic. He had 3 shots in the first half. But it's almost like Steve Nash. Steve Nash had to be encouraged to shoot more, but he was a point guard. Here's your big man, a guy who averages 30 points a game, and the less he was shooting, the more dangerous it felt like Denver was. Jimmy Butler has to take 25 shots. I think he had 14 shots last night. He has to take at least 25. Jokic doesn't have to, and you're watching him, and he got everybody involved. Jimmy Butler does this as well. I'm going to get everybody involved, and then I'll take over. And the Joker did that last night to a certain degree. I mean, he didn't have to take over, but think of a great player in the history of the sport where the less he shot, the more dominating his team was going to be. I mean, maybe Magic Johnson, because Magic could get you 25 if he wanted to, but he got everybody involved. But he is a unique superstar. Steve Nash was similar, but I remember Mike D'Antoni would say, you got to shoot more. And, Steve was a pass-first guy, but that's a point guard. All right, 877-3DP Show. Email address, dp@danpatrick.com. Twitter handle @DP Show. We'll check in with the NBA Finals coming up a little bit. The former NBA guard Jamal Crawford, always a favorite of ours, will be on the program as well. Here is the Nuggets head coach, Michael Malone, on the Nuggets.
We have to close games out. We're up 21 to start that fourth quarter, and they open up with a quick 8-0 run. Turnover, layup. We miss a few open shots against the zone, give up some threes. So in the finals, man, you can't pick and choose when you want to play. We got to play much closer to 48 minutes.
He's right, but I never at any point thought, man, Miami can win this. Not at one point. You got a big front line with Denver. Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. III, they do a great job. Bam Adebayo, you can't waste a game like that from Bam Adebayo. That was a really good game by him. And you can't, and they did, they wasted a game like that. Because if he can sort of neutralize, numbers-wise, what we get from the Joker, then Miami has a chance here. But, it's a balanced team, and it's really a system. We look at Golden State, the Phoenix Suns under Mike D'Antoni had a system, and Denver has a system. Now, it might not be exciting, but basketball-wise, there's a system. There's a method to the madness of what they do and how they do it. And it feels like they don't panic when the shot clock is winding down. It's like Joker has it top of the key, and it'll be like 5, 4, bounce pass. Here we go. I'll hit a jumper. They just don't panic there. But it's one game. And having covered the NBA Finals for decades, there are times when I thought I had figured out what was going to happen in a series, and it went the other way. Now, do I think Denver is a better team? Yes, I do. But Miami has magic there. And now you have to say to Eric Spoelstra, all right, here you go. You're not coaching against Joe Mazzulla. You know, Michael Malone is a established coach, a very good coach. Now, what are you going to do to counteract that? And you got a couple of days to try to figure this out. All right. By the way, Miami is the 5th team in the last 50 years to shoot 100% from the free throw line. Unfortunately, they had 2 attempts. That's the fewest in an NBA Finals game in league history. That breaks the previous record of 5 set by the Lakers back in 1983.
Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day.
Here comes that what?
Stat of the day. Pop.
And before you go, oh, conspiracy theory or whatever you might say, Miami only had 2 free throws. If you're going to shoot threes, you're not going to get free throws. It was a big disparity there, but Denver wasn't making their three-point shots. They were getting the ball inside. And as a result, it goes back to what the Lakers were doing and not doing. Well, you're not going to shoot free throws because you're married to the three-point shot. The same thing with the Celtics. If you're going to shoot the 3, you're not going to get free throws. And for the life of me, I'll never understand that logic. I know that you want a 3 and you'll give somebody a 2. I know the math here. But when you're not making them, at some point you have to say, abort, abort. How about we go inside? And Denver is going to get to the line more than Miami is if they're going to continue to play this way. And Jimmy Butler has to get to the hoop. But if you're going to be married to the three-point line, you live and you die by it. In today's NBA, you're either making up a big margin or you're down a big margin only because you're shooting how you shoot the 3. Here's Jimmy Butler after the loss.
I definitely think they came out with a lot of physicality, and we have to be able to match that. They did their job on their home floor. You have to say that, but we will be ready. Like he said, we will adjust, do some things very differently, and come out here and be ready to get one for game 2.